Hola TV show brought to you by In Health Mutual and presented by Elva Carroll Grove City.
Soy Artem Len, estás viendo Hola TV.
De Hola TV Show, soy Jennifer y bienvenidos al programa de hoy.
What's up, Columbus? It's Keisha, and welcome to another episode of Hola TV Show.
Hoy nos encontramos celebrando el Pride Festival aquí en Goodell Park, así que si no han tenido la oportunidad de venir a visitarnos, asegúrense de venir y acompañarnos en esta gran fiesta que es Pride Fest.
That's right, Jen. It's Pride Fest, and we're having so much fun. The weather's beautiful, so if you're not here, you're truly missing out.
No solamente eso, pero hoy los vamos a llevar a descubrir muchos lugares de Columbus con Keisha y Thomas McClure.
That's right, and not only are we going to be bringing you around Columbus, showing you what there is to do, see, we're also having an insight interview with Glory Muay Thai kickboxing champion of the world, Artem Levin.
Nos fuimos a encontrar al campeón mundial de boxeo del título Glory, Artem Levin, quien nos mostró unos movimientos que como solo él lo sabe hacer.
That's right, but before we waste any more time, let's go ahead and dive in and get started with what better coverage than Pride Fest.
Happy Pride Fest, Columbus! We are so excited because this weekend we're celebrating Pride Festival and we just cannot be thankful enough to Carla and Stonewall Columbus for receiving us. How are you, Carla?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Tell us, I know this Pride Festival is one of the biggest Pride Festivals in the country. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, you know, the parade kicked off today at 11 o'clock. There's probably about 400,000 people that are coming to Columbus today and this whole weekend to celebrate Pride. So we are second only to Chicago in the Midwest.
Wow.
And it's going to be a very fun day. The festival is open till 8 o'clock tonight. We've got food and drinks, and we've got great entertainment, live bands until 8. It's going to be an awesome day.
Tell us a little bit more about the people that support Pride. I know we have churches and politicians and a lot of friends that just come and support Pride.
Well, yes, you know, years ago, Pride was just about 75 people that wanted to draw attention to discrimination that was happening in our city. People were losing their jobs or they were being discriminated against, and so we staged this march. But over the years, boy, has it changed. So it is all about being an ally. It's about coming out and supporting folks that do not discriminate against us. And so it really is about supporting an open and affirming city, which is what Stonewall Columbus is all about, and that's what Columbus is all about.
Completely agree, because I believe the more we know about Pride and, you know, gay people, and the more we understand and are less likely to discriminate.
That's exactly right. So we have, of course, you mentioned churches, but we have civic organizations, lots of nonprofit organizations, people that serve youth, older adults, families. We have many, many people that just come out and want to watch the parade, which we love having an audience. It's like a big Mardi Gras day, so it's a little wild, but we love it. And then we have all of our corporations, of course, that are doing that. And, of course, yes, you're right, City Council will be there. From our President Ginther all the way down to the people that work for the city are marching together, you know, all of those folks. So it's really, really great.
Carla, thank you again for joining us today. We can't thank you enough for receiving us so well every year. So exciting.
Well, thank you, and we couldn't do this without you. You know, we need our community partners.
Our pleasure, Carla. Thank you so much. And remember, Columbus, you can find us this weekend at Pride Festival by Stonewall Columbus. No se olviden que este fin de semana estamos en el Pride Festival aquí en Goodell Park, todo traído a ti por Stonewall Columbus, quienes están encargados de poner este festival año tras año con toda la ayuda que nosotros, la comunidad, podemos proveer. Así que, chicos, los vemos ahora. We'll see you here at Pride Weekend. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much again to Carla. It's always a pleasure to have her on the show. And don't go anywhere, guys, because when we come back, we're going to be talking to the most fashionable guy in Columbus, Thomas McClure.
El ingeniero musical. El 7 In the Sun Records, ya tú sabes. 2014. Nuestro año. Nuestra nueva era musical. El 7. Eres bella como una princesa.
At InHealth Mutual, there's something for everyone. Serving all 88 counties of Ohio, InHealth Mutual is Ohio's only health insurance co-op.
Tu belleza a mí me envuelve y te quiero amar.
InHealth Mutual, we were built for you.
El 7.
Boy, I'm hungry.
Looking for a place to eat, but don't know where to go. Stop what you're doing and come to El Vaquero.
Feeling hungry? Come to El Vaquero and try our 3-course dinner special. Start off with your choice of soup or salad, then choose from our 6 delicious entrees. Top it all off with our delicious desserts, all for $12.99. Only at El Vaquero, the most authentic Mexican food you can get without a passport. Visit us at elvaquerorestaurants.com for more details.
Welcome to Arch City Tavern, a one-of-a-kind gastropub in the Short North Arts District. We focus on providing our patrons with the best in locally sourced ingredients. So stop in and experience the majesty of Arch City for yourself.
Hola TV show brought to you by InHealth Mutual and presented by El Vaquero Grove City.
Damn sexy right now. You sexy. You sexy.
Hey, I'm Thomas McClure, your fashion expert for Hola TV show and the founder and executive director of CMH Fashion Week. Today I have Melissa Rashawn, spokesperson, runway model, print model, author, in the fashion hot seat to tell her inspiring story. You cannot miss this episode. We're going to the social room to check her out. Thank you, Melissa, for being on Hola TV show today.
I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
We all know you have multiple skills. Another skill is you are a successful print and runway model and a spokesperson for some high-end car brands. Tell us about Melissa Rashawn. What is your story?
You know, it was so interesting. I'm originally from Seattle, Washington, and spent some time in the foster care system, also spent some time homeless for a while, but actually got discovered as a model. It was in that moment that I got discovered as a model that my life really began, and I started really just flowing in all of the creative gifts that I've been given. So the modeling, the makeup artistry, and then representing those high-end brands.
Wow, you do have quite a story to tell, and you will be telling this story in an upcoming published book. Tell us more about this.
Yes, thank you. Well, you know, I felt like I had a lot to share, a lot to say, and I wanted it to be able to not only reach the masses, but I also wanted it to be captured forever. The best way to do that was to put it in print. So I wrote a book called A Beautiful Freedom, which will be out shortly, and I'm really, really so excited about it.
Now, as a spokesperson, you traveled the world representing some high-end auto brands. How did you get yourself into this kind of work?
You know, I feel like the work kind of chose me. I mean, I was always a kid in class that, you know, had something powerful to say and was standing in front of audiences throughout my life and talking, but I never really realized that I was going to actually be a speaker. But, you know, it was one of those things where I was like, you know what, why not? And I saw that one of these auto brands had auditions, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I tried out, I got it the first time, and I'll be starting my 8th season, so very exciting.
So Melissa, last question. 4th of July is around the corner. Already, I know.
I'm not ready for that,
right?
But okay.
And it brings out some great fashions and some horrific fashions.
Agreed.
Can you please give our audience some fashion tips for the 4th of July?
You know, I would say for the ladies, don't be afraid to play with red lipstick. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's also patriotic as well. And in addition to the lipstick, why not do a beautiful white nail polish color on your toes and your nails? I've done blue, but you can see that bright, bold color. It absolutely photographs well, and it looks great with those sundresses. And then keep it simple. Like, you can be patriotic, but don't wear t-shirts that have the American flag on it. Very simple, subtle, but chic.
Melissa, thank you so much for being on my show and for being my friend. I look forward to working with you at CMH Fashion Week, and I wish you the most success with your career, as always, and your book.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm really excited about what CMH Fashion Week is going to do and what this is really doing for Columbus, and I really can't wait to see you all at the show. Thank you again, Tommy.
Melissa Rashawn's story is truly inspiring. One of many inspiring stories in Columbus in the fashion scene. You too can be part of the fashion scene by tweeting me at TommyTime or Instagram me at officiallyTommyTime your best streetwear photos, and you may see yourself on the next segment. I hope you've enjoyed Park Street Festival. It's been a blast. I'm Thomas McClure, your fashion expert for Hola TV show. I'll see you next time.
Thanks again so much to Thomas McClure for always keeping us fashionable.
Muchas gracias a nuestro experto en modas, Thomas McClure, por siempre mantenernos, ¿cómo se dice, Keisha? Fashionable.
Fashionable.
Fashionable. Y bueno, chicos, vamos a darle la bienvenida a la doctora Bobby Freeman de InHealth, que nos viene a acompañar el día de hoy para darnos más información acerca del seguro de salud con InHealth.
Hey guys, it's Keisha, and today I'm here with Dr. Barbara Freeman from InHealth Mutual, who's going to tell us all about their programs, plans, benefits, and why it's one of the fastest growing health insurance companies in Ohio. So Barbara, how are you?
I'm great.
Well, thanks for being here today. I know InHealth Mutual is so different from all the other health insurance companies out there, being a co-op. So tell us what really sets InHealth apart from all the other health insurance companies.
Keisha, I am extremely fortunate. I consider myself blessed to be able to work for an insurance company that actually cares about its members. We think it's extremely important to focus on health and wellness. And you know, in this day and age, you hear this all the time. You hear it associated with health coaching, you hear it with personal trainers, but you don't hear it as much associated with the things that we're focusing on. For us, we're working diligently on making sure that health and wellness isn't just about flu shots and getting an annual physical. It's about wellness and prevention of disease progression in people that are chronically ill. So what we've done is build programs that focus on the people with chronic disease and trying to empower them to better self-manage their disease and giving them the tools to do that. And in doing that, providing support to doctors.
Well, InHealth certainly is setting itself apart from all the other health insurance companies out there. I can definitely tell you that. Now, one of those ways, of course, is, as you mentioned, you empower members to help make better choices with their health. So tell us a little bit about the programs that you guys have in place to help members make better choices.
There are a lot of, as I indicated, a lot of chronic diseases and a lot of diseases that bring multiple burdens. So one of the things that we've tried to put in place is to make certain that for these people with chronic disease, they have an opportunity to have a clinical support system in place outside of the physician. Being a primary care physician and being on call 24/7 is sometimes difficult, particularly in communities where docs are extremely busy and working the ER and everything else. So we assign case managers to these individuals, and those case managers are there to help facilitate a care plan that evaluates family situations, family history, psychosocial issues, which includes money, literacy, many things, many barriers that exist today, in helping to define what a patient needs in order to be able to have both the time and the understanding to manage a chronic disease. Those nurses are also what we call our disease managers. They take the specific conditions, which may be multiple, depending on what is going on with the patient, and provide clinical support and actual individual education sessions that have little tests at the end and these types of things, but that information is specific to the patient's needs. One of the important things in building programs like this, though, is to take into consideration, probably with the help of a substitute, you were able to afford your insurance, but that doesn't mean you have money for a copay to pay for the drugs or to go to the doctor's office. So what we have done is, for the people who are participating in these disease management programs, they pay zero copay for their drugs. And for their supplies, they pay zero. And this year we did a 2+2 program. They all had 2 free visits to their physician and 2 free visits for behavioral health if that was needed. One of the important things about the co-op is that it is required to provide the same kinds of benefits for physical health that we provide for mental health. And if you have a chronic disease, and in all likelihood, you're depressed. You're coping with a lot of things, and it's difficult, and making access without copays is extremely important. So we have those programs for diabetes, for asthma. We have a high-risk maternity program, which is certainly a focus in this state of infant morbidity and mortality and maternal issues. And we have a high-risk program for our OB patients. Lots of freebies with these programs for participation, but they're support freebies. They're a breast pump at no expense. They're a diaper bag. They're books on how to expect when you're expecting. It's those types of extras that incentivize people, but then you've created a program that if there's no copay for the medicine, they can be compliant. If there's no copay for the physician visit, they can be compliant. We have that same program for depression. We next year are going to have it for heart disease, and we're going to also have it for kidney disease. So we're extremely excited, and with all of those programs, there's no copay for the primary care physicians.
Well, Barbara, we just want to say thank you so much today for joining us and telling us more about InHealth Mutual. And also, congratulations. We understand that the Business First of Columbus has honored you, and you're a nominee for the Healthcare Hero Award. So again, congratulations and best of luck in what you decide to do.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Muchas gracias a la doctora Bobby Freeman por acompañarnos el día de hoy. Keisha, I didn't know that InHealth has so many benefits to its members.
Honestly, I didn't either, but I think after talking with Barbara today, I think I'm definitely going to be checking out InHealth for my own self. Well, guys, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to be checking out the long-awaited interview with none other than Artem Levin.
Yes!
El 7 in the Sun Records, ya tú sabes. 2014. Nuestro año, nuestra nueva era musical. El 7. Eres bella como una princesa.
At InHealth Mutual, there's something for everyone. Serving all 88 counties of Ohio, InHealth Mutual is Ohio's only health insurance co-op. InHealth Mutual, we were built for you.
El 7.
Boy, I'm hungry.
Looking for a place to eat, but don't know where to go. Stop what you're doing and come to El Vaquero.
Feeling hungry? Come to El Vaquero and try our 3-course dinner special. Start off with your choice of super salad, then choose from our 6 delicious entrees. Top it all off with our delicious desserts, all for $12.99. Only at El Vaquero, the most authentic Mexican food you can get without a passport. Visit us at elvaquerorestaurants.com for more details.
Welcome to Arch City Tavern, a one-of-a-kind gastropub in the Short North Arts District. We focus on providing our patrons with the best in locally sourced ingredients. So stop in and experience the majesty of Arch City for yourself.
Hola TV show brought to you by InHealth Mutual and presented by El Vaquero Grove City.
Меня зовут Артем Левин, я боксирую на Глоре.
Hey guys, it's Keisha, and today we have Artem Levin, Muay Thai kickboxing champion of the world.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Hoy le damos la bienvenida a Artem Levin, campeón mundial del kickboxing. How are you, Artem?
I am fine, thank you.
So happy to have you here today.
So Artem, we're so excited to have you here today. So tell us how you got started, what's your background, how'd you get into kickboxing?
I'm from Russia. I was born in Siberia, in small criminal town, and for me, I have free opportunity. This is drugs, criminal, and the sports. And of course, my decision was sport. And my brothers support me and said me my way and said in my city have Muay Thai gym with good coaches, with champions, and try this sport. And when I visited first time my home gym in Siberia, and I love this sport, and I understood this is my life, this is my future.
So Artem, in your career, I'm sure there's been many challenges. So tell us, what was one of the biggest challenges that you've had to overcome?
I can say for me, every fight this is challenge for me. Next fight, this is a main thing in my life, and I focus on this challenge. I must win my opponent, I must win, I must destroy him, and this is my life.
Entonces, chicos, saben que cuando él entrena se enfoca mucho y tiene que básicamente destruir a su oponente. Así que out there, watch out, right?
So Artem, tell us, there's tons of people out there that are aspiring to do what you do, young athletes. What advice do you have for them?
First of all, I can say, keep dreaming. I remember my childhood, and I think about my career and my future career, and I think this is impossible. This is very difficult. I can't be champion, but my brothers support me, and every day say to me, you will be champion, and after now I'm champion, and I can say dreaming every day. You must see this is picture in your mind. This is my advice.
It's amazing.
Good
it's basically
advice.
What your brother told you, you're telling our viewers as well. You're young aspiring athletes. Bueno, chicos, así que ya escucharon. Sigan soñando porque nada es imposible. Empezamos desde abajo y ahora, miren, es campeón mundial.
Time to end this suffering. I need a minute to myself. You will never get to me. What can't be done, I'll do myself. What you running for? What you losing control? What you running for? No one wants to break. What you running for? What you losing control inside? What you running?
Bueno, chicos, una experiencia total. Aprendí unos movimientos de, no sé si de defensa o de kickboxing aquí con Artem Levin, campeón mundial. ¡Qué emoción! Espero que se hayan divertido. Artem, thank you for having us today. I had fun.
Thank you, welcome. Soy Artem Levin, estás viendo Hola TV.
That was so much fun. Thank you, Artem, for talking to us and for teaching us some moves. So, Kisha, how would you take this? Is he single or is he taken?
Honestly, Jen, either way, I think he's most comfortable keeping it private.
Oh, man. Y bueno, chicos, es hora de ir a ver todo lo que hicimos en Park Street Festival. La música, los artistas, los juegos y los conciertos. Así que no se muevan porque cuando regresemos nos vamos a llevar directamente a nuestra cobertura de Park Street Fest.
Hey guys, it's Keisha, and today we're kicking off the summer with the Park Street Festival here in downtown Columbus. It's a beautiful day. We're enjoying food, drinks, and we're going to interview some artists and as well see what you guys are enjoying most about this festival.
Gracias, Kisha. Chicos, bienvenidos a Park Street Festival. Hoy vamos a estar visitando dos de nuestros lugares favoritos, Social y Cantina. Y no solamente eso, también vamos a estar hablando con uno de los artistas que se está presentando el día de hoy aquí en Park Street Fest. Así que quiero ver todo lo que la gente tiene que decir acerca de la comida, la música y la diversión. Así que acompáñenos. Vámonos, Kisha. Are you ready?
Let's go. Most about the festival today?
Girl, I'm loving the music, the food, and the scenery.
The live music.
Ay, bien a gusto, me encanta la música, la gente, la comida, está muy divertido.
I'm going to have to go with the beer and all the food and the great music, of course.
Wandering around, enjoying all this great local music. I'm having a blast.
I'm enjoying this beer.
I'm not really enjoying much yet, but I'm waiting for the live music.
I definitely like the live music and all the food trucks here. It smells fantastic.
So, John, we love hanging out on your patio every week. So tell us about some of the happy hours that you guys have going on.
Thank you, Keisha. We have a really excellent happy hour. All our drafts are going to be $2, doesn't matter what it is. We have an excellent selection of local beers, and all our calls are going to be $3. So that includes Jack, Jameson, Jim, Fireball, Absolute, any Smirnoff flavor, and any Pinnacle flavor. So make sure you come down and give us a try.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Now, tell us about some of the upcoming events you guys going on. It's always happening down here on Park Street.
Yes, we have some very great events coming up. We have our Carter Winter coming up. It's going to be a free country concert. That's going to start on Friday. And then following every Friday all the way through August, we're going to have free country concerts. So make sure you come down and check us out. And then if you want to see any of our other shows, you can just go on woodlandsproductions.com, and we'll have a whole list of our shows for all our venues, including Woodlands Backyard and the Woodlands Tavern.
Well, guys, be sure to check out Social Saloon and Patio after all these amazing festivals we've got going on. We will definitely see you there. One of the owners here at Park Street Cantina. So Sam, it's quite the party tonight. So tell us about College Night offered on Wednesdays.
Oh, sure, absolutely. First, I would like to welcome you to Park Street Cantina. Wednesday night is our hottest night. It's actually the hottest college night in town because we host the biggest dance party in Columbus, Ohio. Between 8 and 10 o'clock, we're doing usually $1 drinks. You get to pick all your drinks for $1 only. After 10 o'clock, we get some other specials, you know, and it's one of the biggest college nights in town.
Absolutely, and you can't beat that, $1 drinks. Well, guys, be sure to check out Park Street Cantina Wednesdays, and like Sam said here, from 8 to 10, you can get $1 drinks. Again, you can't beat that, so check it out. We'll see you there.
Then just hanging out, playing some rock and roll, drinking some whiskey.
Just rock the stage right here at Park Street Festival. Erica, how was your experience playing at Park Street?
It was amazing. We were glad the rain stopped, and we were glad everybody showed up to rock with us.
Definitely. So you guys certainly did a great job. Tell us, how did you guys get started doing music? What inspired you?
Oh man, I grew up playing music, and you guys all grew up playing music too, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, just music is inspiring in itself, you know. And I had parents that influenced me with their record collection, and that's how I got into it. So yeah.
Nice. What are you guys promoting? What's next for you?
We have a record that's out, and we're working on writing new songs, and we're promoting the song Whiskey Kisses.
Yes, which we will be hearing right now. Erica, thank you so much, guys, for being on Hola TV today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Here's our video, Whiskey Kisses.
Who am I gonna give my whiskey kisses to? Who am I gonna give my whiskey kisses to? Right down the line, I've been laying them all on you. Who am I gonna give my whiskey kisses to?
Well, thank you so much, guys, for kicking off summer festival season with us this year at Park Street Festival.
That's right, Jen, and we can't leave today without thanking Melody Larissa for keeping our hair looking fabulous, as well as New York & Company for dressing me for this and every show.
Thank you, Park Street Festival, for receiving us once again this year. We had a blast. I really can't wait for next year.
Absolutely, and as well to the Social Columbus for being so welcoming to us all the time, and our wonderful sponsors, El Vaquero Grove City, as well as In Health Mutual.
And thank you, Cantina, for receiving us once again this weekend. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time here on Hola TV.
I had my chance. I couldn't